Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. That's very nice. That's very nice. Folks, this is what it looks like when you bring false charges against an innocent person. The Commonwealth did their worst. They brought the weight of the state based on spurious charges, based on compromised investigation and investigators and compromised witnesses. This is what it looks like. And guess what? They failed. They failed miserably, and they'll continue to fail. No matter how long it takes, no matter how long they keep trying, we will not stop fighting. We have no quit.
Alan, you're going to stay on?
Go ahead.
I just have two things to say, folks. Number one, I am in awe of the strength and courage of this remarkable client that I've had the privilege of representing since day one. And number two, I want to send a message to all of her supporters out there. Your support was invaluable. We are touched, and we ask for your continued support. I'm not from Texas, like my colleagues here. I'm a Boston kid, but I'll repeat what he said, which is, we ain't got no quit. Thank you, guys.
They hung their hat on because everything that she was framed, and the witnesses that the experts that the defense put on were highly credentialed experts that are utilized by the United States government, the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the U.S. military. So I'd like to know who on the jury thought that the testimony, the accident reconstruction testimony from this clown, Paul, who has an associate's degree, they took that testimony over that of what is used by the United States government. And to me, that's problematic. I mean,
so
we have the best military in the world.
One more. We're hearing they may try to retry. What's your thought on that?
If they retry, I think the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the citizens should be outraged and should petition. We have wasted enough of the taxpayers' money on this sham of a trial. We do not need to spend any more money on this. What we need to do is take that money and transform our operations and make them better.
So I'm not shocked, but I'm also, I think they got it wrong. I think they know what they're doing in there. I don't know what's going on and what's going through that person's head or mind, but it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that she still has to go through these motions with these people, and they're not going after the real, perpetrators. We're going to be here every step of the way. We're not going anywhere until she's exonerated fully.
So what went through your mind as, hundreds were here listening and watching as that unfolded?
Well, I was disappointed that the jury couldn't come to a verdict. Based on what I've seen of the trial and watching all the pre-trial hearings and stuff, it was very evident that Karen Reed did not do this. Karen Reed's car did not hit John O'Keefe. And so I was looking for, a not guilty verdict on all three counts.
Yeah, and the fact that the second part of the question is that new development, the fact that not only did the DA's office say they're going to try this case again, they said it today, minutes after the judge declared the mistrial. So, what do you make of both that in and of itself and then the fact that it came so quickly?
I am not surprised that the DA's office said, yes, we want to try this again. Not surprised at all. My suspicion is that a few weeks out, a month out or so, they're going to reconsider that particular announcement. This is as good as the Commonwealth's case is going to get. It doesn't get any better after this. Only the defense's case is going to get stronger based on what came out in trial. There's so many more avenues that they can explore. So, and the fact that the DA's office did it quick, I think it was just a political move, that's all.
Do you think that they're going to bring the same charges, different charges? Do you foresee that? People have talked about the potential of a plea being offered. That would go against what they literally just said, that they're going to bring this again, but, who can really predict the future?
Yeah, I certainly don't suspect a murder 2 charge out of the next round. But the state really has no way to prove that John O'Keefe was hit by a car. So I don't know what they're going to charge her with. You know, I just think it's a political move on Morrissey's part. You know, he's under federal investigation. We know that his office is under federal investigation. He just has to deflect. I mean, you know, Attorney Jackson said it great. You know, look over there.
Are you surprised you didn't see DA Morrissey out here at all throughout the, really throughout this trial or today?
No, I'm not surprised. You know, given what was presented at trial, I mean, it was a horrible set of what I'll call facts, you know, according to Morrissey. You know, Trooper Proctor, you know, said best. His stench was all over this trial. He works for Morrissey. If that's your employee, and that's what he did as far as this investigation and the other things that were, of course, brought out in trial, I just don't understand it. It's unfathomable to me. You know, the DA's office is to find fact, to find the truth, and they had no desire to do such in this case.
Everybody wants justice for John. So us saying free Karen Read isn't because we don't want justice for John. It's because we want justice with the right people. So Karen's innocent, and what's sad and the reason I'm here is because I could be Karen, she could be Karen. And I don't want to live somewhere that other people dictate that, you know? So that's about it. I mean, I feel for everybody. Like, this is, again, people wearing pink and here for Karen. It's not because we don't want someone to be brought to justice. We just want the right person to be brought to justice, or in this case, people.
I just think it's kind of weird that they are saying that they support the family, and that they're saying that none of us support the family. They're making it seem like we are all attacking and harassing the family, which is what they actually said, even though it's not true, because, you know, there have been people who have walked by like a certain bar or something and taken pictures of some people inside, but that's far from harassment, nor did anyone even know that the family's in there. And they're just making it seem like we all just support this cop killer and that we are against the family, and none of it is true. And they are trying to say that they support the O'Keefe family, but I don't think that's true. I just think they're here because they hate Turtle Boy.
Do you have any reaction to the jury going back for more deliberation?
You know, I think that Lally was definitely pushing for it because he knows that he's never going to find 12 people who will ever convict her. So he's knowing that there is a hung jury here. He knows that at least one person has to be on his side. So he's pumped, and he's like, get him back in there. Let's keep him in there as long as we can until something happens. But, you know, I think at this point he'd probably just rather a not guilty verdict than a hung jury, because he will not and cannot do this again. He just can't do it.
Details. We just love Karen. My daughter and I have been on the steps, you know, when this all first started and stuff, and it's been great. We've made great friends here. We've become a family. It's been awesome. You know, everybody's just come together just for the same cause.
Anything else?
No, man, nothing else. We just, you know, we want to thank everybody that's come out here, that has brought snacks for everybody and drinks, and just, we're here for the same cause. I love the fact that we've all become family. People have come and traveled from different countries, different states, and I think that is great for the same cause.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.